Everything you need to know about FIRE. Financial independence is not necessarily something everyone thinks about or aspires to. Many people are content being employed by someone else, knowing their monthly salary will appear in their banks at the same time every month. Others want to work towards getting their dream promotion and are in no rush to retire early. If you appreciate the video you watch and want to help us continue creating interesting content, we kindly ask you to consider the idea of subscribing to our channel and leaving us a donation to support us. Thanks to your support, we will be able to continue improving and offering you new insights. You can do it here below, through the appropriate buttons, subscribe, and thanks. However, there are others who want to break free from the norm so they have the time, resources, and freedom to pursue their dreams without waiting until or after retirement to do so. The FIRE movement is mainly composed of individuals who have rallied behind the principles of financial independence. Some are incredibly aggressive savers. Others are extraordinary investors, while others are crazy earners. In either case, they all want the same thing, which is to reduce dependence on their respective employers and, at the very least, have the option to live life on their own terms. The financial independence, retire early movement, also known as FIRE, can be traced back to a 1992 book written by Vicki Robin and Joe Dominguez titled Your Money or Your Life. In its pages, Robin and Dominguez argue that retirement years should be spent enjoying time with hobbies, family, and friends, instead of working until your 60s to continue earning money. Over the years, the FIRE movement has gained more and more visibility, as more people have been attracted to the idea of having enough money to guarantee them the freedom to do what they want without being at the mercy of a paycheck. And this is how it works. Pursuing FIRE means working hard when you're young, saving and investing an average of 50% or more of your income, and adopting a strict budget. The movement focuses on taking control of your finances, and followers focus less on increasing their earnings and more on spending less. What they care about is saving and investing more of what they earn and spending less than what they earn. By saving and investing their money, participants can generate enough income to support their lifestyle. To reach their goals, participants need to make an extra effort by investing in stocks, which means understanding how the stock market works and having a brokerage account. They won't be able to rely on the low returns and absolute security of a bank account to accumulate their fortune. By spending less, they reduce the level of savings they need to retire early. While some critics might say they live too frugally to reach their goals, many say they don't have to make extraordinary sacrifices. By spending on what they truly love, they actually derive more pleasure from those things. Those who take part in this movement see it as a way to spend their time doing what they truly want rather than what society tells them they should want. So, on the screen are some of the common practices among followers. Automate savings and investments through payroll deductions. Eliminate credit card debt and other loans. Maximize contributions to retirement accounts. Buy food in bulk, cook at home, and eat out less often. Buy used items such as clothes and furniture. And reduce housing costs by moving to a cheaper area. Over the years, the FIRE movement has been divided into several subgroups. Each requires different levels of discipline and sacrifice. Savers all strive to reach the ultimate goal, but participants have different goals and approaches based on what they find valuable and the sacrifices they are able to make. These people are grouped into 6 main groups. 1. Extreme savers. While many consider all FIRE participants to be extreme savers, there is a subset that goes even further. These guys cut out every frivolity to minimize expenses. They don't go out much and might even reduce social interaction unless it's on their terms. In simple terms, everything is subordinate to the goal of financial independence. 2. Moderate savers. They may still seem extreme to some, and they continue to save a large chunk of their income, but they are moderate savers compared to other followers. However, they are not willing to give up some things they care about. They might take a family vacation to go camping, for example, instead of going to an expensive city. They might also be willing to work a year or two longer in exchange for something they love to do. 3. Lean FIRE. This is the most frugal FIRE follower. They often adopt a minimalist lifestyle and aim to survive on about $25,000 a year or less to maximize savings before and after retirement. 4. Fat FIRE refers to those who have a more traditional lifestyle while saving more than the average retirement investor. 5. Barista. This is basically a combination of the first two. A person leaves their 9-to-5 job, but continues to work part-time or as a side job to cover ongoing expenses. They maintain a more than minimalist lifestyle while still drawing on savings and investments. 6. Coast FIRE. This is similar to the barista, where you maintain a part-time job to supplement income. However, Coast followers typically don't tap into their retirement accounts or investments. So, everyone has their unique way of embarking on their journey to financial independence, and while there's no right or wrong way, here are some tips for those just starting out. 1. Make sure you've covered all your financial bases first. One of the first and most important steps to take, even if you're not following the movement, is to make sure you have some of the financial basics. Have an emergency fund in place to cover any unexpected expenses without incurring additional debt. Also, any high-interest debt you might have should be paid off, plus any other loans like a mortgage or student debt. Those pursuing FIRE need to save up to 70% of their income each year to reach their goals. By carefully examining your financial situation, you can help yourself get a clearer picture of where you are right now and where you need to be. Once you have a precise idea of how much money you earn, how much you spend, and how much you save, you might start thinking about areas where you can cut costs or increase your income to start making FIRE a reality. 2. Figure out the why. The reason you're joining the movement should be one of the most important things to focus on during the early stages of your journey. Why do you want to retire early? To travel? To spend more time with your family, or to do something completely different from what you're doing right now? When you think about why you want to achieve FIRE, you find that the goals you want to achieve can become a reality sooner than you thought. You might want to become more flexible while your children are still young. You can make some changes to your budget so you can work part-time now. Or you can probably switch to a less demanding job that doesn't require long hours. Determine if there are other steps you can take in the short term that can help you achieve the same goal. 3. Separate your needs from your wants. Traditionally, the FIRE movement has been associated with an extremely low spending rate and an aggressive saving and investing rate. For the most part, this is much easier said than done, as there are so many gray areas in life where you can't simply say you won't spend in the name of saving. This awareness can be very exhausting. Over the years, however, the movement has made room for more balance that still helps you achieve your goals. The concept of mindful spending states that you can spend as much as you want on things that make you happy, as long as you're aggressively cutting back on things you barely care about. Saying no to everything, including things that bring you joy and happiness, can make you feel unhappy and, in some extreme cases, lose touch with people you care about. But by creating space to allow yourself to spend on what makes you happy, you remain joyful and motivated to retire early. While retiring early is a nice benefit in itself, the benefits of FIRE mainly come from the financial independence component. Financial security. When you're financially independent, you no longer rely on a paycheck to survive, and this is because you've accumulated enough wealth for your investments to cover all your expenses. Financial security is said to be the most significant benefit of financial independence. While there are other benefits of FIRE, they are enabled by the financial security that comes from it. Choosing a job that aligns with your values. FIRE is defined differently by different people. Some believe they have to stop working completely, while others still choose to work in a job they care about instead of simply trading their time for a paycheck. Here you can look for a job that interests you more and not just for the salary. Reclaiming your time. For FIRE participants, there's nothing more precious than time. Not even money itself. And once you've achieved fire, you're no longer obligated to trade your time for money. You can devote time to doing things you truly enjoy. This could be spending more time with family, traveling, volunteering, or anything you're passionate about. If you think about it, these activities are usually not profitable, yet most of us would consider them priceless. So, while FIRE is excellent from a financial perspective, some criticize the movement. Many followers approve of the lifestyle, but others not so much. One of the most frequently cited drawbacks is that it's difficult for the average American to achieve. Some followers don't even mention considerable inheritances, properties, or other family assets that accelerate their path to financial independence. Most working-class Americans don't enjoy this luxury. But even the wealthiest have to make sacrifices to achieve FIRE. And many young people don't want to commit. You have to make many sacrifices on how you spend. FIRE can also be difficult if you're single because you don't have anyone to split bills with. Having children is also another financial obstacle to early retirement. The movement, however, has also earned a reputation for being too oppressive and intimidating, as many followers take extreme measures to save 50 to 70% of their income each year to reach their goal. While financial experts usually recommend saving 15% of your income each year so you can retire by the traditional age of 65. Due to their desire to retire early, many participants won't be able to fully take advantage of employer-sponsored retirement plans, such as 401k. They may or may not be able to take advantage of plans like an IRA, depending on whether or not they earn income during retirement. Instead, they'll have to save in taxable accounts or in accounts like Roth IRAs, both of which offer access to money without any penalties. And there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think. Is FIRE something you would consider? Share your personal experience on today's topic with us. Write it in the comments and ask us any questions you may have. We will be happy to answer. Leave a comment so that we can perfect our creations. We will be happy with your simple like, but the most important thing is not to forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos.